Hey everybody, and welcome to Hexiled Gaming. I'm Scott, and I've got a match of X-Wing 2nd Edition for you here on Tabletop Simulator. This match between Oli on the left and Tharlin on the right. This is a match in the Kyber Premier League. This is round 4. One left to go. I think that's right. Oli flying Anakin, Plo, and Ahsoka. Tharlin, who I'm pretty sure has flown his Imperial Aces the entire league, has gone out on a limb. He's going to try Wedge, Luke, and Fenn, Sheathapede. I think I've seen one person fly Fenn in all of 2nd edition. He wanted to change, and man, he changed it in a big way. Chopper is on the field. We've got Anakin with Chopper and 7B title configuration, Plo with 7B, and CLT Ahsoka. So Chopper can jam your own ships. Might as well get these target locks out early, just in case you have to give a jam to a friend. See, Tharlin with Proton Torp, Wedge, Proton Torp, Luke, and Fenn. This is a 50-point Sheathapede. Let's just remind ourselves. After an enemy ship in your firing arc engages, if you are not stressed, you may gain 1 stress. If you do, that ship cannot spend tokens to modify dice while it performs an attack this phase. Stop you from modifying those dice. How's that gonna affect these Jedi? Well, I guess you're not gonna be able to spend your force points. Most of the time Anakin wants to move up and target lock. It's not gonna be able to use that either. Uses Chopper down to 1 charge. And then he will be erratic. I know it's hard to see him. Luke and Fenn at the top of the board. We're going to get up from under the overlay pretty soon here. Takes a focus. Double check we got the colors right. Wedge is red, Luke is yellow. Yeah. But Plo got the colors wrong there. There we go. Normally I like to match the ship bases with, the primary color on the ship. So maybe Plo would be blue, Anakin would be yellow, Obi would be red. Oli, however, is playing on a campsite on mobile internet. So we're taking it real easy with messing with the ships and getting this game going. Pay no attention to that 999 ping. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. Gonna go out on a limb and say there will not be any shooting for a while. It's possible. I've not been kind to the 7B title recently. Maybe Oli will show us how it's done. Show us how to use that 7B and why it can be worthwhile instead of just more CLT Jedi. How much is that on Anakin? Let's take a look at that. 20 points. 19 on Plo. So 39 points of 7B in this list. Alright, Tharlin's ready. What is the ideal engagement for Oli? There's a weird cluster of obstacles on Tharlin's side of the board. So maybe we'll see Oli head towards the bottom, get into Tharlin's deployment zone, and try and draw Tharlin into those obstacles. 3 straight from Ahsoka. Plo with a 1 hard turn. Barrel rolls right. I think that was fine-tuned controls. Goes for a focus. Plo keeping his options open. 1 bank out of Luke. So Anakin 1 banks in. He is not rushing for the bottom then. At least keeping his options open. Gets rid of the stress. Just going to use Chopper again. Take a red evade. I think. Wedge 1 banks in. And a 1 bank bump from Fenn route. Going back to dials. Oh, there's a nice big lane for Tharlin to head down. How? Anakin's kind of sitting in the way of Plo. At least a hard turn. try and run pretty hard here if you're not just going to straight up joust it. Which seems like a bad idea. There's two potentially fully modded proton torps between a coordinated Wedge and force points on Luke. Rodcloak says 7B in the hands of a master is a thing to behold. I hope so. Merc says I'm still triggered from 1.0 Rebel Fenn. Yeah, I told that to Tharlin when he spawned this. It's gonna give people PTSD. Alright, Oli says he's set. Still waiting on Wedge and Finral. They're bumping right now, so if they just go straight with the same speed, they're going to bump again. So they need to split up a little bit. So Ahsoka turns left, spins a force point, gets a focus on Anakin. Then do a barrel roll with her action. One hard turn from Plo. Okay, he's still maintaining distance. He thinks there's enough space here that the 4 forward from the X-Wings, they won't get range. S-foil's open on Luke. He's doing a 3 forward. I think he wanted to give himself options. Maybe to turn in next turn. Takes a focus. The one bank from Anakin relieves that chopper stress. Barrel rolls back. Oli doing a great job of maintaining this distance. Gonna chopper jam Plo's focus. Okay, I guess he's erratic. Okay, so Chopper was spent last turn. He just didn't spend that charge. So he is erratic, because the card was flipped. So jams off Plo's focus. Rude. So Wedge, 3 forward, does have his wings closed. Alright, Fenn moves up. He's going to coordinate a lock to Luke, but there's no way. But I think he's going to use it to judge distance. So he can see how much room there is between Luke and Anakin. And he's in no hurry to put that rangefinder away. He's going to take that knowledge and use that to dial in his next maneuver. Ollie's saying this is where the fun begins. All right. 57 minutes to go. He waited long enough. Now the game's got to get fun. Chopper is erratic. So with the Rebels, do you just 1 forward to victory? You do move after them. So you could potentially boost or barrel roll and then wait for a coordinate from Fenn. Could see Plo run for the corner, trying to get around the back. Well, he has to kill Wedge without losing someone. Yeah, probably. He's a big threat to these 2-dice Jedi. 3 or 4v1. Oof. Let's take a look at that 7B dial. You got 2 hearts, 3 banks, 4 and 5 forward. Just looking at the extents, how fast you can move. Now, could you Ahsoka? You could give Anakin a boost and then 5 forward. You want to use him to, or use Ahsoka to put you at a different angle. Yeah, that chopper make things problematic. These proton torpedo T-65s. Now the nice thing is, Luke and Wedge are coming in with target locks on rocks. Anakin moves first, so if Anakin moved up and jammed Wedge, Wedge would break the lock on the rock, and then could still take that action and conceivably get another one from Fenn Rau. Alright, I think Oli's ready. All right. Ahsoka with a 3 straight. Give her back force points. We're going to fine-tuned barrel roll, give Anakin a barrel roll. So that's both force points. So, Plo. Oh, he's got initiative, so his Plo Koon should be moving before Luke. So Plo with a 2 hard turn right and a focus. So 3 forward from Luke takes a lock on Anakin. Anakin 3 bank could jam the target lock off of Luke and then fine-tune boost past him. So Anakin, I'm gonna give that jam to Luke. He's gonna fine-tuned. I wonder if he could he boost right barrel roll? Nah. Just gonna boost forward. He's in a little bit of danger from the one forward of Wedge, but given what Luke did, maybe that's not happening? Gonna go for his own lock. I think he's considering his foils for Wedge. Looking at Fenn first. Three forward. He might be coordinating Wedge to not take the bump. Well, Fenn can activate on Anakin, deny the target lock and the force points. See, Wedge currently has his foils open. Or closed, I mean. I don't think there's any... There's no room for a boost. He's blocking that with Fenn at the moment. Gives Wedge a focus. Force charges are not tokens. Okay. So they could use force points. So what did Wedge do? Wedge did a 3. Well, that's not great. 1 crit. Alright, Wedge. With a much better shot. Hit crit focus. Two hits and a crit after the focus. This is range 3 into the CLT. Yeah. Crack shot, hit crit, go through on Ahsoka. Loose stabilizer. Half points. Down to 1. Has to go straight. Two hits. Range 1 into Anakin. Okay. Blank evade. Takes 1 on Anakin. Tharlin was considering using Fenn, but with that roll, I think he's just gonna let it. I'm gonna let that one ride. So that was Plo, so Luke? Nope, we're going to spin the force point. One evade. Rookie says, Anakin didn't get finned and ended up with 1 crit. Yeah. Well, I guess the reasoning is, if you can still use force points, and the target lock was on Wedge, then there was no reason to fin Anakin. So Luke with 1 hit. I think Ahsoka with 1 evade. Hit crit from Ahsoka. Is that no Luke? Well, hit crit. Those are natties. One evade takes 1 on Wedge. Oh, used Finrao on Ahsoka. So he wasn't able to get the CLT focus. Gotcha. Let's take a look at the blues on Finrao to get an idea of how he's going to get rid of that stress in order to use his ability. Could go fast and use the back arc. So 37 minutes left, 23-0. Tharlin with half points on Ahsoka. Ahsoka with loose stabilizer has to go straight this round. Or kill herself. Rip. Could turn Luke around. I guess Plo could try and block that if you really wanted to. So I guess Wedge and Luke both have potential K-turns lined up. Ahsoka. You're doing a 2-5, right? Those are your options. And then if you think there are K-turns coming in from the X-Wings, Plo can block one, but not both. And if you're 8D chessing it, you decide to just one forward or one bank with your X-Wings, because those K-turns are so expected. It's unfortunate that Fenn and Wedge are kind of overlapping in their lanes, so you can't just one forward Fenn. You have to move faster to get past Wedge's base if you want to take your action. If you want to activate Fenn first. Oh wow, Funwalk says, go Ollie. Turns against his fellow countrymen and hops on the Ollie bandwagon. Wow, never thought I'd see the day. Funwalk, surrender your Bavarian Squadron beer mug tokens immediately. Unfurl the German flag from around your shoulders, fold it up, and mail it to me. Yoda says, go both players. Go, good game. Alright, Tharlin says he's ready. Ollie's ready. Who's keeping track of how many rounds we've had? Two straight from Ahsoka. That's as slow as she can go with the straight maneuver. She's going to fix stabilizer. Let's see, she's got one force point at the moment, so she could use that to fix her crit and then take a focus. Should give somebody else an action. This is going to try and boost. Tried to boost right in between Anakin and Luke. Doesn't work. Takes a focus. Ooh, okay. There's the one bank in from Koon. Luke Skywalker, 4K. There's the sloop from Anakin. Spends a force point to not take the stress, using his ability. Takes a focus. Oh, jam Wedge. Okay. Yep, jams the target lock off. Alright, Fenn's going to activate first, 2 forward, gets through Wedge's base, does not bump, relieves the stress. Copper says, no jam soundbite. You know what? A little late, but... Beautiful. Copper, I'm sorry. You're right. I messed up. Please forgive me. I'm gonna do better. So Wedge with the 4K. Now, if I remember correctly, Mr. Maui says that was a bad idea. But it looks pretty good to me. No more crack shot on Wedge. He used it last round. Blank focus from Anakin. That 7B not doing a whole lot of work. Does he have a lock? Negative. He went for the focus. He's got 2 force points, right? Yeah. Spends a force point. Triple blanks. So takes one on Wedge. Oh, he does have a target lock on Anakin. Or sorry, Anakin has a target lock on Wedge. Huh. Here's a 4 dice, range 1 attack. Finral uses his ability. Oh! Well, it's not going to stop much! Didn't Finral use the ability? I see Finral stressed. But this is Wedge shooting. What am I talking about? Finral uses his ability on Anakin. That's why he couldn't use the target lock. And Ahsoka. Nope. Ahsoka's alive. That was into Plo Koon. So one evade takes hit crit. That's all 3 shields, half points on Plo. Alright, Fenn into Ahsoka. 2 hits. Ahsoka with 3 dice. Spins the focus to live. Luke. Range 1 into Ahsoka. So one of those dice got lost in translation. Let's see. How many force points do you want to spend? Spends both. Not gonna let Ahsoka get out of this one. Two evades. Takes 2. Tharlin, 78-0. So Tharlin made his way up through the Kyber Cup. Got an invitation to the Premier League from that victory. He's had some great games, but he is currently 0-3. Might get his first victory against the world champion, Oli Pocknell. So we've got 2 stressed T65s. Looks like, yeah, 2 shields off on Wedge. And that's it for damage. Give Luke back a force point. Ahsoka's gone, so some of the coordinating and extra action economy is gone as well. Chopper still on the board, still very dangerous. I would imagine, well, we could see Plo turn around, but he's got to move before Anakin. So it'd have to be something like a sloop left. It's a 2 sloop. That seems a little dangerous with that rock. Could just hard turn in. Fenn's kind of in the way. You might be able to complete the one hard. Yeah, there it is. I never doubted it. Let the record show. I came around on it. Goes for the boost. Gonna try and get in here and cause trouble for Luke. Luke with the one straight does not get baited out. Takes a lock. Gonna go blow for blow with Plo. Please tune into my new segment. Post-game analysis with Plo Koon. Anakin, 2 banks. That focus isn't actually there. Pay it no mind. So he's going to fine-tune control and chopper in whatever order he sees fit. Ability cues shenanigans. Goes for the boost. Yep, the lock comes off of Plo. Yeah, then he focuses with his action, so we don't have to go remove that token. There's the bump from Wedge, who may have no shots. He does, in fact, have no shots. Three bank. Has both ships in arc. Plo and Anakin. Now both of those ships have force points. Plo's only got 1, so stopping him from using that focus token could be a bigger deal than Anakin, who's got 2 force points. Takes a focus. Anakin gonna shoot into Luke. I think that he's going to use Fenn on Anakin. So Anakin can't spend his focus token. Spends a force point for hit crit. Wedge, or Luke gets a force point back for being the defender. Spends one, takes one. Wedge gonna check that arc. Nothing in there. Fenn Rao gonna shoot into Plo. Plo is shields down. So between Fenn and Luke, could have a dead Plo Koon. Oh boy, and Oli is gonna look at those dice with envy. Maybe he'll copy and paste them. Blank focus. More like Plocus. Spins. I would assume you. Oh, he spends this the force point. Okay. Well, that means he can. Well, Finn's already been used on Anakin, so Plo is free to use that focus on the offense. Oh, Grandpa. Nope. Here's 4 dice from Luke into Plo. 2 crits. Plo needs all paint. Wait, no, this is Plo back into Luke. Oh boy. Blanks. Yeah, that's into Luke. Okay. Because Ollie's got initiative. His 5 shoots first. That's right. I know how this game works. Direct hit into Luke. 78 to 38. Ollie's got points. Now Luke into Plo. 4v2. Luke's got 2 force points. Two hits. Alright. At least they're pretty lackluster on both sides. Plo spins the focus and lives! Alright, let's scroll back and see who was saying Plo dies this turn. Smikey says Fenn killing Plo this round, calling it. Well, that didn't happen a long time ago. So under 10 minutes left. Oli needs 41 points to lead. Half of Luke is 38. And that is the most expensive ship for Tharlin. So you're gonna need a little more. Alright, Oli says he's ready. Maybe he's feeling the pressure of the clock, or maybe Ahsoka was really holding him back. Does Finral bank away? Oh, it's a 2 bank. That's awfully close to the board edge. Figuring out Luke here. Noah's Bagels or local cafe? There's the 5K from Plo. $4K from Luke. $4K from Anakin. Anakin gonna use his ability. Spends a force point, clears the stress. Goes for a boost towards Luke. Jams. Potentially Wedge. There it is. Yeah, he's got it. Gonna lock Luke. How did he spend 3? I thought he came in with all 3, but he's got nothing now. Takes a focus instead of the lock because he realizes he's got no force points. $4K from Wedge, so that jam, I'm not doing a whole lot. It's weird, I'm always happy to see a jam token on the table, but that usually means, if it's in engagement, if you're seeing it for a prolonged period of time, it usually means it was an unsuccessful jam. It didn't result in anything going away. There are definitely circumstances where, you know, after shooting you would get a token or Aaron Kraken or something. Or it affected somebody coordinating into you, but for the most part, if you still see that token in the engagement phase, it's bad. Doesn't matter how happy you are to see it. Gonna shoot into Wedge, range 2. One hit. Takes one on Wedge. That's half points. 73 to 78. Very close. Wedge. Get a shot back. Range 2 into Anakin. Into Anakin. 3v1. Hit, crit. Oh, no. Oh, poor Oli. He is crying. Hit, crit, go through. He'd already lost one, so that's half points. Oli spawning his dice results. He's got a -5 on the reds. Tharlin's got a 3.0. 2 hits, 1 evade. From Fenn into Anakin. Has Anakin rolled that dice yet? No, he's got to roll 2. That's right. That's a 7B Jedi. Blank focus. Spin the force. Or focus. One goes through. Plo into Luke. Double crits. Luke, 3 dice. Range 3, not obstructed. Spends a force point, takes nothing, and that will do it for the game. No, because Luke has to shoot. Hold on now. A little slow here. Anakin. Range 2. Oof. Yep. Tharlin's saying wow. Blank focus into Anakin. He is dead. And now, surely, the game is over. Tharlin with a decisive victory. So thank you to Oli for playing. Congratulations to Tharlin. Gets his first victory in the Premier League against the world champion. Congratulations to him. And flying a list that I don't know how much experience he has with. He goes out on a limb, flies Rebels instead of his normal Imperials, and gets that W. Thanks to everybody for watching. That'll do it for this match. Until next time, this is Scott from Hexiled Gaming, signing off.